Hey guys, Kevin here with the Feeler Group, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the Canadian real estate market right now. First things first, last week we saw the federal government release their 2022 budget with a lot of initiatives set to address the affordability of Canadian housing. The three most prominent housing-related items are the First Home Savings Fund, the Housing Acceleration Fund, and the Home Buyer Bill of Rights. So we're going to go through and break those down each individually, and then we're going to talk about what happened yesterday, where the Bank of Canada raised the key interest rate to 1% from 0.5%. This is the largest rate increase that Canada has seen in over 20 years. So stay tuned and find out what all this means for you. So let's start off and talk about the First Home Savings Account. Starting in 2023, buyers can start contributing up to $40,000 in this new tax-free savings account. This new account combines the best features of an RRSP, which has the tax-deductible contributions, and the tax-free savings account, which has no tax on withdrawal for a home purchase. While this is a significant improvement over the first-time homebuyers' RRSP loans, as the withdrawals don't need to be repaid, the $8,000 a year cap makes it a little bit difficult to have any significant impact, as it will take you until 2028 to receive the full $40,000 benefit. While this program is definitely a positive for first-time homebuyers, it is going to take significant time to take effect, and I don't really see it as a game changer. Next is the Housing Acceleration Fund. This is a $4 billion fund administered by the CMHC to help encourage municipalities to grow their housing supply faster. The federal government expects that the creation of this fund will lead to an additional 100,000 homes in the next 5 years. I'm all for this fund, as it helps reward municipalities to reduce the cost of construction and delays, which is a major issue that we're seeing. But by their own estimates, the federal government is forecasting we're going to need next to 3.5 million homes in Canada by 2031 to close the population gap, fueled in part by high immigration and our current housing stock. So in my opinion, while this is a heavily touted program, I see it as small beans overall. All right, so last but not least in the home-related issues in the federal budget is the Home Buyer's Bill of Rights. Now first, there's going to be a ban on blind bidding, which they see is preventing bidders from knowing the bids of the prospective buyers and ultimately driving up the home prices. Next, there's going to be a legal right to home inspection to make sure that all buyers get a peace of mind on their sound investment. Next, they're going to ensure total transparency of the history of the recent sale prices and title searches. Next, we're going to require all real estate agents to disclose all participants in the transaction when they're involved with both sides of the potential sale. This is known as dual agency, and dual agency is already effectively banned in BC and must be disclosed in writing by both buyer and seller in every other province except for Quebec. The beneficial ownership registry is where properties are owned by a corporation. This registry would confirm which person or persons ultimately owns, controls, or benefits from that ownership, making it hard for people to use corporate vehicles as a tool for money laundering or other nefarious purposes. Next, they're going to require lenders to offer mortgage deferrals for up to 6 months in the event of a job loss or other major event. They're also going to require lenders to act in your best interest so that you are fully informed of the full range of choices at your disposal, including the first-time home buyer incentive. They also plan to stop rent evictions by deterring unfair rent increases that fall outside of the normal change in rent. Rent evictions are a major issue that do need to be addressed, as the average renter's affordability is being squeezed. But I don't see this as the answer, because if a landlord can't recoup his costs of renovation, we're going to see the housing stock gradually deteriorate. And what is unfair rent increase when the landlord has done a major renovation? I also hope the deferral program never sees the light of day, as it will undermine the credit quality and lead to higher borrowing costs for everybody. We're opening up a can of worms when we're saying job loss or major life event. What qualifies as a major life event? A divorce, a sickness? What sickness qualifies for that? I see a lot of issues with this program, and I do hope that we never see it come to light. And of course, if we see this 6-month deferral program cause delinquencies and rate hikes, how is that ultimately going to affect the housing affordability for Canadians? And other housing related things to note in this budget is going to be the 2-year ban on foreign buyers, the first-time homebuyers incentive being tweaked and extended to 2025, and the first-time homebuyers tax credit being doubled from $5,000 to $10,000, making the rebate from $750 to $1,500. And now on to interest rates. We all know that the Bank of Canada is increasing the interest rates to fight inflation, but what does this mean for you? Well, if you're a homeowner in Canada and you purchased the average home price at $860,000, say you put 15% down at a 25 years amortization, this increase is going to see your monthly payment increase by $136 or about $2,200 a year. Next, if you're a buyer looking to get into the market, this is going to hurt your affordability, and we're going to see a lot of buyers looking to buy now with their rates currently locked in. At the same time, we know that higher interest rates also put a downward pressure on home prices, so while you'll be approved for less, you're going to start to see the home start to sell for less. And of course now, if you're a seller and you're looking to sell your home in the next few months or the next year, you probably want to get in there now while buyers are still scurrying to get locked in at their pre-approved rates, as we're going to see the market slow down for sure. It's inevitable as things become more unaffordable. So today we covered a lot and we didn't get to dive deep into much of it. So if you guys have any questions, you can always send me a message or give me a call. Let me know what you guys want to hear about. I can make a full video about something you want to know in the future. Like always, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.